In today's complex financial world, understanding how investments work is crucial. It's not just about making money, it's about protecting your hard-earned savings. Many people trust investment companies with their future, but not all companies have your best interests at heart. Some use tricks to boost their profits at your expense. Being aware of these tricks is the first step to financial security. Investing isn't just for the wealthy or the experts. Everyone should have the chance to grow their money, but without proper knowledge, you're at risk. Investment companies know this. Some take advantage of it. They use complex terms and flashy promises. They make it hard for average people to understand what's really happening with their money. This essay will expose 5 common tricks used by some investment companies. We'll break them down in simple terms. Let's dive into the world of investment company tricks and learn how to navigate it safely. One of the most common tricks investment companies use is hiding fees and charges. They know that high fees can scare away potential clients, so they often bury these costs in fine print or complex terms. You might think you're paying a small amount, but over time, these hidden fees can eat away at your returns. It's like a slow leak in your financial boat. For example, let's look at mutual funds. Many advertise low management fees, but they don't mention transaction costs, account fees, or load charges. These can add up quickly. A fund might charge a 1% management fee, but the total cost could be 2% or more when you add everything up. Over 20 years, this could cost you thousands of dollars in lost returns. Another trick is using confusing names for fees. They might call it an administrative charge or a service fee. These sound harmless, but they're still taking money out of your pocket. Always ask for a full breakdown of all fees before investing. Investment companies often use misleading performance metrics to make their products look better. They might cherry-pick time periods that show the best results, or use complex calculations that hide poor performance. This makes it hard for investors to know how well an investment is really doing. One common tactic is showing short-term results. They might boast about a great year, but ignore previous losses. Always look at long-term trends, not just recent success. Another misleading metric is comparing to the wrong benchmark. Always check what benchmark a fund is using and if it's appropriate. Investment companies sometimes use hype to push certain products. They might claim an investment is the next big thing. This creates a fear of missing out. It can push people to invest without thinking. The excitement can cloud your judgment. When the bubble burst, investors lost billions. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Take your time and do your homework. Section 5, trick number 4, pressure tactics and time limits. Some investment companies use high-pressure sales tactics to push people into quick decisions. They might create a sense of urgency or use emotional manipulation. The goal is to get you to invest before you have time to think critically. It's like a pushy salesperson at a car dealership. They want you to sign before you can shop around or change your mind. A common pressure tactic is the limited time offer. The company might say an investment opportunity is only available for a short period. Or they might claim the price will go up soon. This creates a fear of missing out. But legitimate investments don't need these tactics. Good opportunities don't disappear overnight. If someone is pressuring you to invest right now, it's often a red flag. Another pressure tactic is using success stories or testimonials. The company might show you how much money other people have made. But these stories are often cherry-picked or exaggerated. Don't let others' claimed success pressure you into a decision. Section 6. Trick number 5. Complex financial products. Many investment companies create complex financial products that are hard to understand. These might include structured notes, certain types of derivatives, or complex insurance products. The complexity serves 2 purposes. First, it makes the product seem sophisticated and valuable. Second, it hides the true costs and risks. It's like a magician's trick. The complexity distracts you from what's really happening. For example, let's look at structured notes. These are investments that combine stocks or bonds with derivative products. They often promise things like guaranteed returns or downside protection. But the terms can be so complex that even financial professionals struggle to understand them. The average investor has little chance of fully grasping the risks. Always be wary of products you can't explain in simple terms. Another issue with complex products is hidden fees. The more complicated a product is, the easier it is to hide costs. You might think you're getting a great deal, but the company could be taking a big cut through various charges and commissions. The impact of deceptive practices on investors. Deceptive practices by investment companies can have serious consequences. The most obvious impact is financial loss. Hidden fees and misleading metrics lead to poor returns. Over time, these losses add up. It's like a slow drain on your financial future, but the impact goes beyond just money. Deceptive practices erode trust in the financial system. Some might avoid investing altogether, missing out on growth. Section 8. Spotting red flags in investment offers. Learning to spot red flags in investment offers is crucial for protecting yourself. One major red flag is promises of guaranteed high returns. No investment can guarantee profits, especially high ones. If someone promises you'll definitely make money, be very skeptical. It's like someone promising you'll win every hand in poker. The reality of investing always involves some level of risk. Another red flag is pressure to invest quickly. Legitimate investments don't need rush tactics. If someone says you must invest right now or lose the opportunity, that's a warning sign. Good investments can wait for you to do your research. Be wary of investments that claim to be risk-free or have no downsides. Every investment has some level of risk. Companies that don't openly discuss potential risks are not being honest with you. Always ask about the worst-case scenario and how likely it is. Section 9. Protecting yourself. Due diligence and research. The best way to protect yourself from investment tricks is through due diligence and research. This means taking the time to thoroughly investigate any investment opportunity before committing your money. Start by reading all the available information about the investment. Don't just skim the highlights. Read the fine print too. It's like reading a contract before signing. The important details are often in the small text. Use independent sources for your research. Don't rely solely on information provided by the investment company. Look for reviews, analyses, and opinions from unbiased experts. Financial news websites, regulatory bodies, and independent financial advisors can be good sources. Ask lots of questions. Don't be afraid to seek clarification on anything you don't understand. Reputable investment professionals should be happy to explain things clearly. If they dodge questions or use confusing jargon, that's a red flag. Finally, take your time. Don't let anyone rush you into a decision. Good investments will still be there after you've done your homework. Section 10. The role of regulatory bodies. Regulatory bodies play a crucial role in protecting investors from deceptive practices. In the United States, the main regulators are the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, and the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, FINRA. These organizations set rules for investment companies and enforce them. They're like referees in a sports game, making sure everyone plays by the rules. One important function of regulators is to require transparency from investment companies. This includes making companies disclose fees, risks, and past performance in a clear way. Regulators also investigate complaints and can fine companies that break the rules. However, regulators can't catch every trick or prevent every loss. They provide a safety net, but investors still need to be vigilant. It's important to know how to file a complaint with regulators if you suspect wrongdoing. But it's even more important to do your own research and due diligence before investing. Think of regulators as a backup plan, not your first line of defense. Regulatory bodies also provide educational resources for investors. Section 11. Conclusion. Empowering yourself as an investor. Understanding the tricks used by some investment companies is crucial for your financial well-being. We've covered 5 main strategies: hidden fees, misleading performance metrics, overhyped opportunities, pressure tactics, and complex products. By being aware of these tricks, you're already better equipped to protect your investments. It's like learning the rules of the road before driving. You're safer when you know what to watch out for. Remember, knowledge is your best defense. Take the time to educate yourself about investing. Read books, attend workshops, or take online courses. The more you understand, the less likely you are to fall for tricks. It's an ongoing process. The financial world is always changing, so keep learning. Think of it as a form of financial fitness. Just like you exercise to stay physically healthy, you should exercise your financial knowledge to stay financially healthy. Don't be afraid to seek help when you need it. Consider working with a fee-only financial advisor who has a fiduciary duty to put your interest first.